My name is Vinay Sumera. I'm the founder and CEO of Isondo Precious Metals. So in terms of our projects, the ones that we are currently prioritizing, we have a project where we are setting up the manufacturing of platinum group metals or converting it into PGM catalyst and membrane electrode assemblies for fuel cells and electrolyzers. These products underpin the green hydrogen space. Then together with that, we also have a second project which we are prioritizing, which is rolling out of hydrogen refueling stations in Johannesburg, as well as deploying fuel cell buses and trucks and cars on our highways. And finally, we have a third project as well, which we are also giving some priority to, which is rolling out or doing a proof of concept for a new kind of ammonia cracking generator. So what this does is this takes ammonia, it cracks it into a partial ammonia hydrogen mixture, and then combusts that in a typical gas generator, producing very clean green energy. Our main project is taking platinum group metals and then from there converting it into the actual catalyst precursors, and then into the actual catalyst, into the ink, catalyst ink, coating it onto membranes to produce what's called an MEA. An MEA is a single cell of a fuel cell or electrolyzer. In terms of challenges on the actual project, it's a first of its kind in the country. It hasn't been done before, so we had to build a state-of-the-art facility from the ground up, and that took a bit of time. But right now, it's state-of-the-art, one of the larger ones in the world, looking fantastic, so ready to start production now in January of this year. The other challenge is ensuring we have state-of-the-art technology as well. And we've secured most of that from the likes of Germany, some from the US, some from the UK. So it's all internationally recognized competitive plant, and we're looking forward to starting by January next year. I think remember this in terms of the supply of the critical minerals. You have to remember that we are located in Johannesburg. South Africa, especially the Gauteng or the northern province, is home to 80% of the world's platinum group metals, which is a critical group of metals anyway. So what we are doing from a supply perspective, we will have no issues with securing supply of these metals into our process. What we are doing is value addition. We're beneficiating product in country. And I think where we'll start to have a strategic advantage is in things like iridium, which is in short supply. And as metals come into short supply, then we think the local producer should have a strategic advantage compared to an international producer. So from that perspective, I think we could end up supplying a lot of the world's market by beneficiating metals in country. The raw materials, primarily the metals, will come from South Africa. They're mined in South Africa, so that is the bulk of the raw materials being used. The other materials for MEAs is the membranes. That unfortunately is not being produced in South Africa. That will come from the US or from the EU, depending on the supplier we choose. We do have options long term to also produce that in South Africa, but not in this phase of the project. So largely most of the chemicals and everything else we will source from South Africa as well. So local content will be probably sitting at 80% plus. In terms of the key messages out of the conference and in terms of the sessions I've attended, I think what's coming out very, very clearly is there's a much stronger desire now, stronger intent for Africa and African countries to start to add more value to the products in country, and adds more to the economy as well, more to the skills base, which is great. It has to happen now, and it must happen faster as well. I don't think we have to ensure that Africa as a continent is sustainable, and even sustainable beyond its raw materials, and the time to action that is now. So I'm glad to see that energy and that intent coming out quite clearly. As Isondo, we are leading the way in that regard, especially in the green hydrogen space, and hopefully we can serve as a benchmark for other companies to follow as well.